iPhone, it's a pain in the ass to be able to switch back and forth between the front and back camera. But if I go live, it's not that bad. So anywho, on the shelf behind me here, I actually put out a few of the bins that were in this closet right here, which was a lot of movies that I've already seen. So if we take a look around, we're going to be able to find some fun ones, some good ones, some fun ones and good ones. John's in the hizzy. Hi, John. So we're gonna, I don't know that this is gonna be super long, but we will take a look around at the movie room. I can actually see a lot of my movies now that a lot of them are out. And now, that being said, I do have 14 bins of Blu-rays and 4Ks left to put out. 14 of the smaller bins, and then I have of the like bigger bins, like so this right here would be one of the smaller bins. Yeah, I mean it's a decent amount smaller. This would be one of the bigger bins. I got three of these. I got 2 with TV shows and 1 with other box sets left that's not out here. And then I got a lot of DVDs, of course, which I don't know that I'm gonna be giving a whole lot of shelf space to DVDs. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my DVDs yet. But let's take a look here. See what we got. See some of my no, this one was before when we were living like in a trailer, and I had that black shelf. This was like a lot of these through here were like my main shelf, some of my favorite movies, and then there's other ones too that I've gotten since and stuff like that. But so I mean, there's just a ton of gems, so many to take a look through. Jesse's in the hizzy. Thank you. Thanks for shouting out, guys. Thanks for participating. Physical Media Collector 87. Do you like physical media? I bet you do, for some reason. This is kind of an underrated one in my opinion. The Meg, Jason Statham. I thought this was a really entertaining movie. I could actually go for this one again because I haven't watched it since, it came out on video, and I can't remember if I watched this actual 4K or maybe a voodoo of this. I can't remember, but I really liked it. And it's definitely something that I wouldn't mind rewatching again. I do like Jason Statham quite a bit. We got really cool things like Gladiator, which I've bought this movie so many times, and I've seen it quite a few times, actually. This is a very rewatchable movie. I have not watched the 4K of it, but I've had, seems like various, maybe only one DVD of it, I guess, now that I think about it. I had the Blu-ray, and then I think I ended up buying the other Blu-ray. They came out with like a special version Blu-ray, or not a special, but actually a corrected Blu-ray of that one, I guess I should say. That they botched the transfer of the first Blu-ray. We have things like the Indiana Jones movies right here, which, hey, look, maybe I even put them in the right order on the shelf, but ones that I haven't seen in quite some time. I actually got paid for these because I think I ended up selling. I got these for like $4 each, and then I sold the code twice, so I probably got about 6 or maybe even more than that back for those. Other than the newer one, this Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, this didn't have like a code or anything. Mike's in the hizzy. What's up, Mike? This Hercules, The Rock movie. It's been a while since I've seen this one. I got like this special, I can't remember if this was maybe a Target exclusive of it with like a booklet. So I got the slip box and the slip cover in there too. Golden Compass has a classic slipcover. Very beautiful slipcover. Back when slipcovers, I don't think, were very sought after. This Hunger Games, I have, of course, the regular Blu-ray of it, but I had found this 3-disc deluxe edition at Goodwill. This is, I don't know if this was a Target exclusive or what, but that's the one I have on the shelf. What else we got here? Just a whole lot of fun. The first Jack Reacher movie, one of my favorite action movies. Really enjoyed that one. This is not necessarily one of my favorites, but a pretty solid movie, and again, one that I could rewatch and probably don't remember a whole ton of it. And the 4K of it with the slipcover was just very affordable. One of my favorite horror movies of all time, Frailty. I was blown away. This is one of the movies that got me in love with movies. I thought it was just so good. The story so interesting, and threw you for loops. I really love that one. I don't care for Jennifer Lawrence that much either, honestly. Frequency. This is a really, really good one. This is just a really entertaining. Seems to me like it was kind of a family movie. It's rated PG-13, but like this is a thriller, feel good kind of thriller. I really enjoyed this one. Seems like they could make more movies kind of like that, something like that. It's just a really cool idea. Kong Skull Island. I actually saw this in the theater, and it's a fun one. I wouldn't say it's like a great movie or anything, but it had I remember it had like a mix of action and comedy too. They had John C. Reilly in there, and I remember him being funny in that one, so I had a good time with that. Lucy's another one I could really rewatch this one. I got the steelbook here. Yes, Mike, it is certainly a long time coming for sure. And maybe we'll take more of a look at the shelves at some point. Thank you, Breaker. Says the shelves look good. I mean, some people might I don't know, sand and stain these and stuff, and it's already so time consuming, and I'm not real OCD about that kind of stuff. It wasn't necessary to me, so I didn't do it. And when people ask me my favorite movie of all time, this is what I usually say: The Fugitive. I just loved, and I believe I saw this movie in the theater with my family. This is such a great action thriller type of movie. It's so good. Harrison Ford and what's his face? Tommy Lee Jones. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely one of the great action movies of all time, in my opinion. Green Lantern. People really pooped all over this movie. I remember watching it and liking it, but it was quite a while ago. I'm not sure if I watched it now. I'm not sure if I would like it very much. I might even have the 3D in there. Emacs in the hizzy. Emac, do you like The Fugitive? Jesse says The Fugitive is my number 3 of all time. Back to the Future is number 1. T2 number 2. Those are definitely some good ones. Ones that would be close to my top 10 for sure. For sure. We got Memento. This is a really good one. Very interesting the way that Christopher Nolan made this movie. The order, and you don't really see movies like this much. The way they did this, or maybe ever. There might be some that are similar to how he did that, but Masters of the Universe classic. I probably watched this dozens of times when I was younger. Eric, do you remember this movie? I'm sure he does. And what's her face is actually in this. Courtney Cox, a young Courtney Cox. Let's see, what else we got in here to discuss? Of course, the Arrow editions of Legend and Dune, which Mike sent me. Very awesome. These are both the Blu-ray nice limited editions. Legend, I'm not a huge fan of the movie. And yes, and I think Mom rented Masters of the Universe for me like every day my kindergarten year, it seemed like. She probably should have just bought it. And then Dune's, I really like Dune. Seems to, I don't know. Seems like it's kind of a love it or hate it sort of thing, but I really like that one. Another really good one, Tom Cruise is in so many good movies, especially sci-fi. You got Minority Report. Speaking of which, I don't remember, do I have Oblivion out here? I might. That Oblivion movie with Tom Cruise, that was a really good one too. Minority Report, a classic in my opinion. For sure, 100% classic. We got Braveheart on 4K. Great, great movie. I remember the VHS of that one had like multiple. Some of those VHSs for long movies, it had like multiple VHSs with it. Where's that Oblivion movie? I kind of vaguely remember putting it out. That's another good Tom Cruise movie. How about I, Robot? I saw this one in the theater also back in like 2003 or 2004, whenever it came out. I think the summer of 2004. This is a good movie that doesn't really get talked about a whole lot. Will Smith, robots taking over. That's a fun one. I really like it. What else we got here? The Riddick movies are good. This baby, the 5-disc. This is one of the first Blu-rays I ever bought. Maybe not the very first, but one of the first. Blade Runner, the 5-disc collector's edition. This thing is an absolute beast for one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. Maybe one of the greatest movies of all time. It has such a distinct feel to it that you only ever maybe get again from the more recent Blade Runner that was also excellent and might even be on the shelf. Another great one, which I heard now is getting a 4-disc 4K. Why 4 discs? That's a lot of discs. I guess a 4K, a Blu-ray, special features. The Mist, was an absolutely phenomenal experience watching The Mist. I loved this movie. I actually remember eating Chinese food and watching The Mist for the first time, which I bought for $25 on DVD, and that was actually $25 well spent because I absolutely had a great time with The Mist. Probably watched it on my 32-inch TV in the bedroom. Maybe an underrated one. I think this movie's fun. It's The Phantom here on Blu-ray. The Phantom. This is the Lionsgate one, but I actually bought the Paramount one also, which I think is the same disc. But some of these old Lionsgate movies got disc rot, so I wanted to have another one just in case because I do really like that movie. Mike also saw iRobot. Jesse says, do you like The Firm with Tom Cruise? I think it's underrated and never gets talked about. I liked it when I watched it. I wouldn't say like it was one of my favorites or anything, but I thought it was a good, entertaining movie. I don't know that I've ever watched the black and white version of The Mist. Fear's the Mind Killer. Somebody asked if The Fugitive is ever getting a 4K. I thought there was an announcement for The Fugitive getting 4K, which I will definitely get. But even if it's my favorite movie, I still won't necessarily just like buy it right away. I'll still be patient about it. Although I would love to get it with a slipcover. Here's another absolute. I really liked this movie. It is Gene Hackman in The Conversation. This is a really good one. If you've never seen it, you might be able to get it pretty cheap. I think it's actually in a Coppola collection that you can get from Grub very cheaply, because I think I have it in that too. So I think I got that for less than $10, and this movie by itself is worth $10. And there's several other movies in that set. This is a really good one, which actually I wouldn't mind at all rewatching again. Gene Hackman and The Conversation. Another fun one. There's just so many good movies here. Daybreakers is a good one with Ethan Hawke. We got some like vampire stuff. Dead Man Down. I really like this movie. Colin Farrell, who I don't always like, he's really good in this. Numi Rapace or Rapace, however you say it, she's always really good in whatever she's in. This is a really good kind of action thriller type of movie. If you haven't seen Dead Man Down, you are missing out. You're missing out. What else do we got here? We got The Patriot. I really like, this is another Colin Farrell movie. We're going to have a Colin Farrell video. I really liked, I remember really being into this movie, like the first, I don't know, 45 minutes or hour, and then I kind of it dropped off, I felt like. So that was another one that I could really watch again. I've only seen it twice. Ghost in the Shell I enjoyed. I think this might, I might have the 4K disc in this. I'm not going to open it up, but it seems like I did buy the 4K of that and then maybe just put it in that, because this is a Target exclusive with a bonus disc of special features I'll never watch. Another really good one, these are so many great movies, is The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I like the originals more, but this one's really good also, but they didn't really continue it, so it kind of stunk. Mike says Phone Booth was enjoyable with Colin Farrell. Yeah, that was a good one. Kiefer, I almost dropped that. Would have gotten damaged. I believe, is Kiefer Sutherland in that too? Phone Booth. Do I have that on Blu-ray? Is the question. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. The Equalizer is a great one. Absolutely love this movie. Watched it in the Philippines. I've said this several times on the channel. I watched this on a little tiny TV and it looked like crap, and I love that movie. You don't need top of the line TV to enjoy this stuff. These are movies I could watch. Actually, the El Mariachi, the first of this trilogy, very low budget, but a really good movie. And then Desperado and Once Upon a Time in the West, which I actually saw in the theaters. What else we got here? We got all sorts of fun stuff. Inglourious Bastards. I remember liking. Go up to the next row. Morgan, I could certainly rewatch. I don't remember a whole lot of that. Lost Highway. I probably need to get a better version of this. This is like the UK version before they had a US version, but that was kind of a weird one. I like Mulholland Drive better, but that's not to say that that wasn't good. Mayhem was a good one. I like this one. Saving Ryan's Privates. Not a huge fan of that. Shazam. This was a really good one if you're in for like a drama. I believe this was during... Was this during World War II when they like put the Japanese in camps or something? That's what I kind of remember. I can't totally remember, but I remember really liking this movie. Like, I might have given this a PMAC Classic. It apparently blew my mind since I can't remember it. We got Jim Caviezel in Outlander. Jim Caviezel with just an entertaining sci-fi adventure, action-packed sci-fi adventure. This is a fun one if you haven't seen that. That's a fun popcorn movie. This is not a fun popcorn movie. This is like a deeply disturbing, uh, really great movie with Robin Williams. He's definitely plays a good, very disturbed individual. Mike says he never cared for Saving Private Ryan either. Yeah, I didn't really understand the appeal of it, but I don't know. What else we got here? This is a really fun one. Action, comedy, shoot 'em up, Clive Owen. I really like this one. I actually like quite a bit Snow White and the Huntsman. I got the slipcover for that. That's kind of neat. Snowpiercer, another good one with Slippy. Very good. Wouldn't be surprised if that gets a 4K that I probably don't need, but I might get that anyway. We got the Spider-Man movies. We got Willow. We got the X-Men movies. I guess I gotta stand up now. If you, let's move this out of the way. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly, highly recommend this French movie. Tell No One. This movie is absolutely phenomenal. A French thriller. There's some good ones here. Is Layla coming? Charmy, you got a live video going. Hey, Layla. Hey, girl.
Just want to say hi, Daddy. That's it.
And now she's into the darkness. I just played with her outside for a while. What else we got here? This Freaks movie is very underrated. This was an excellent one. Actually, I like this movie quite a bit, but the slipcover is really nice there. Winter's Tale. I don't think Charmy's coming in here. What else we got? This one will throw you for a loop. Better watch out. That's a good one. You won't see it coming. And then we got Rundown. This is another really fun action comedy movie. I like action comedies. The Rock and Sean William Scott. That is a good one. Underrated in my opinion. The Ticket. I think I like this one a lot too. I don't remember it much, but I kind of recall liking it. Dan Stevens is always good. Looks like the tennis player Cam Norrie. Look up Cam Norrie. Looks an awful lot like Dan Stevens. Battery's running somewhat low, but we still got some time here. This is the original Girl with a Dragon Tattoo trilogy. Absolutely fantastic. Better than the US one, especially since they went through and they did the three books in extended editions. Ooh, we got some. I think I was looking for this before. I wouldn't mind watching Cobra again. I wouldn't mind watching Assassins again. Not sure about The Specialist, but you know, this was, I think I got this for like $5. Fantastic. I do have source code on 4K, but Enemy is a great movie. Source Code is a great movie, and Brothers is a very good movie. This is a fantastic Jake Gyllenhaal set, and I do like Jake Gyllenhaal quite a doggone bit. What else we got here? This is a fantastic show. If you haven't seen this, this was, I think I paid like 12 or 13 bucks for this, which it was totally worth it. But this ended up being a Dollar Tree, $1, and this is a great show, which is shocking because Echo Bridge put it out. But Tom Hardy is unbelievable in this. Actually, I wouldn't mind rewatching this. And one of my favorites is in this. What's her name there? Una Chaplin. Oh, baby. Oh, Una. Very, very nice. Yeah, Layla with a brief appearance. Enemy's absolutely a mind bender, but I loved it. Greg and Albert are in the hizzy. What else we got here to speak of? Probably plenty. I could be in here for hours. We got a nice steelbook for Nutcracker and the Four Realms. I think I bought like 4 steelbooks of this, of the 4K, because it was very, very cheap. And I wanted one that was like mint, but they all had dents in them to some degree or another. But I'll be selling those at some point if you're interested. AI, artificial intelligence, good one. Allied I watched recently. Really enjoyed that one, actually. A bunch of these ones I have. We're getting in a spot where I haven't seen these. Session 9, a Scream Factory one. This was a really good horror movie. Really interesting, good story. Oh, baby. The Legacy. I love this damn movie. This is a great movie with Sam Elliott. I love this movie. This movie blew me away. I went into it with pretty low expectations. It didn't sound like it was going to be that great. And I loved it. This is a really cool kind of like horror thriller sort of thing. Like mystery feel to it. Liked it a lot. We're going up top. Ready Player One is a good one, of course. Absolute PMAC movies classic, without question. Top 10 of all time, in my opinion. Kevin Costner in Dances with Wolves with this nice leather-looking Slippy. This is a great movie. If you watch this movie and you don't think this is a great movie, your taste in movies sucks ass. Let's just be honest about it. That's a great one. Without, I think there's a lot of crap on top, like a lot of stuff that isn't really anything too exciting. Sling Blade's another good one that I skipped over. Talented Mr. Ripley, I didn't see as I went through. The Talented Mr. Ripley is a great movie. Really enjoy this one. Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, Cate Blanchett. Fantastic. One of my favorite Argentos, Tenebrae. Mike says Dances with Wolves is one of the best of all time. Easily, it absolutely is. We got the Total Recall. Wow, how couldn't they take these movies that like it wouldn't be that hard to make a really good movie, and they just don't make a good movie out of it. I mean, Total Recall. It's not that hard to make a good Total Recall movie. So it's bad on it has to be bad on purpose. The money they put into this, the talent that they have to put in this, and they just make it like a dumb action movie. I mean, I could watch it again and maybe I'd think a little bit differently, but I just remember this being nowhere near as good as the original with Arnold, which had like dumb action movie elements to it, but it was damn fun and it pulled you in. Another really good one, like kind of a sci-fi type of thing, Upgrade. This was a really good movie. I think this got a 4K. You don't need the 4K of this. It just came out a few years ago. I need to spend $30 on the 4K. Absolutely fantastic. And this actor, what's his name? He's in a movie called The Invitation, which is absolutely fantastic. Logan Marshall Green, I've really been impressed with him. And anything that I've seen him in, I've been super impressed. I'm surprised he's not doing more. The Witch is a really a good modern horror movie. Mike says Total Recall is entertaining as heck with a unique flair to it. The remake is generic. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Albert says no Tenebrae 4K. I'm flabbergasted. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy the 4K of everything. It's just I'm not. I already have the Blu-ray of it. How could I not talk about Leon the Professional? PMAC classic. Absolutely great movie. Love this one. Really, it's like, oh God. Prisoners was a really intense, kind of disturbing one, but, really good. Mud was excellent. Mud is another it's really good. It's got Matthew McConaughey. Is this Matthew McConaughey's best movie? I'm just asking the question. We're kind of going back through here. Black Swan was a good one. Green Hornet, kind of fun. Nothing great. X-Men Dark Phoenix got shit on. I had a good time with it. You can't over evaluate these sorts of things. It was a fun movie. Was it anything great? Probably not. The Crow was a good one, but everybody knows about The Crow already. We don't need to hear about The Crow. What do we got over here? So that portion was a lot of kind of upper tier PMAC classics and stuff. This is a great one. The Accountant. I love this movie. Absolutely love this movie. Great action thriller. Ben Affleck. Had no idea it was going to be that great when I watched it. This is the one I was just talking about. It's got like a messed up. I didn't realize it had like a messed up case, but it's nothing too bad there. The Invitation. This is absolutely fantastic. Very, very intense. It's basically set at one residence, like kind of like a dinner party, and it just it escalates, and it is just a phenomenal movie. Was absolutely really fortunate to be able to get this for very affordable from Hamilton Book. Mike says he has The Accountant 4K. Rubbing it in. I don't have the 4K. The 4K is actually $10, but it doesn't have the digital code anymore and stuff, so. What the hell happened to this case? What the fuck happened? Look at that. That is weird. Great movie, though. The case is messed up, but great movie. Let's see. This is all like stuff I've seen. The Mummy with Tom Cruise, pretty disappointing. I guess you could eat a little popcorn and watch it. I think The Sentinel was a good underrated movie. This is another one that I liked quite a bit. The Sentinel, another Scream Factor, which I think at times you could get for around $10. That's a value for a really nice, good kind of older horror movie with a good story to it. As far as a modern like horror kind of slasher, we got something called The Initiation, which I thought was great. Actually, this was a really, really good one. Highly recommended. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Let's see. What do we got? I'm seeing a lot of like mediocre stuff. The Truman Show's. Excuse me, the Truman Show's really good. Yes, I do have a lot of box sets all over. I got a lot of everything. Singles, box sets. We got everything here. Like the PMAC movies. Mansion. We got 310 to Yuma. 4K Steelbook. Good movie. Who do we got here? Hey, Lele. Where'd Layla go? Hey, Lele. Hey, girl. Don't wreck my movies, please. You need some movies to chew on? I got limited editions. I got movies in here that are worth $200. Those are expensive chew toys. Don't you dare.
Dare, Lele, dare.
What else we got here? We got the Matrix 4K.
Baby, Lele. Baby, Lele. Baby, baby, Lele. Baby.
Here's Spring on Blu-ray. This is a really good one, too. Really good one. What else we got here? Albert sees box sets. Let her chew on Tom Cruise mummy. Yeah. But it's got a slipcover. The Great Wall. That was another disappointing one. They could have made a good movie out of that, and it's just crap. But you got classics like Happy Death Day. Absolutely phenomenal movie. A modern classic, in my opinion. We got the Groundhog Day idea meets slasher, and then adding a sci-fi element to it. Where is it? I think it's over here. Where is it? Must be here. Here it is. It was right in front of me. Happy Death Day to You, which was just as good as the original with a sci-fi twist to it. Great movie. What else we got over here? Tomb Raider was kind of a decent one. Ooh, this is a good movie. Brain Scan. This was a really good one too with Edward Furlong. Wouldn't mind watching that again. We got Suspiria, Fright Night. We got Triple X, which is a good one. Oh, that's the second one though. That's not that great a one. Here she comes again. Hey Layla, what you doing? You want to drool on my movies, on my box sets? Alright, what else we got here? Existence, absolutely fantastic movie. Existence, David Cronenberg, sci-fi. That'll get you thinking, and it'll get you entertained. Oh yeah, she's a good dog. Yeah, I just ran her ass off outside, though. She was running like a nutcase out there. Albert said something about the Criterion. So yeah, I got some Criterion box sets here. I put those ones here because I didn't want those heavy things up on a higher shelf. Some of these shelves can kind of sag if they get too much heft to them. But I did put all those box sets in the middle, so that might be something I need to look at and maybe separate those. I'm not sure. And I mean, even the Criterions themselves, like with the booklets, they're pretty heavy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a look at that to see if they're causing the shelf to kind of sag too much. If those should be, or if I should separate those. I might have to stand a little bit farther back too. I mean, the top shelf does look like it's sagging, but that's not Criterion's. That's actually, I don't know if that, it could be the wood. It could be, it's got the two layers there to it. But that one is sagging a bit. But yeah, we got a bunch of Criterions there. A couple rows of 2.5, 2 2/3 rows of Criterions, and then the box sets down there. Let's see, what else we got here that's worth talking about on this side? Not sure. A fair amount of this stuff is stuff that I haven't watched yet over here. So, but not everything. But I actually enjoyed that Darkest Minds movie. Thought that was entertaining. There's another Willow, so I only need one of those on the shelf. I got the original and the Disney one. Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow, a Jude Law vehicle, also starring Gwyneth Paltrow and Angelina Jolie. That would be kind of a cool movie to get maybe on 4K with the visuals of that. Revolver, some Jason Statham. Could watch that one again for sure. Revolver. Miller's Crossing. I have the Blu-ray, the Criterion of that one. I actually kind of already looked at these shelves over. I made a video kind of looking through these shelves over here, and I just never uploaded it because I was like, not that great maybe. I do need to get the lighting in here again. I had like a, I don't know if you call it like a floor lamp or what, but it, would be helpful for something like this. So in this corner, the lighting just isn't good enough over here to be able to see that great, unfortunately. I'm looking through, like, again, there's a lot of this stuff I just haven't watched, quite frankly. I have beard, but I haven't peered, we could say. I have beard, but I haven't peered. Free Guy's a great one. Guess where this came from? This came from Albert. Free Guy, the Target exclusive 4K that doesn't want to go back on the shelf because of this cardboard thing. Hey Layla, you're back again? You want to come in? Come on. Come on, girl. No, you don't want to come in. I don't like movies. Hey Layla, I got this like $70 thriller set. You want to chew it? Got the Mad Max movies with slips. Where's the Mad Max? It must be in one of the bins. I got like the set. Here's a cool set with the Batman movies. I think we've been going for quite a bit. I'll have to leave more for another occasion. Thanks for coming and participating, especially Albert and Mike. You guys participated a lot. And everybody else just sat around and watched for the most part, lazy bums. But appreciate you guys participating. Leave comments on the video. I gotta go. Maybe relax and watch something and very likely fall asleep very quickly. Yeah, this thriller set is sharp looking, Mike, but that was quite expensive. It might have been $50. I said 70. It might have been 50, which is quite a bit. But yeah, we got some DVD sets over there. Some of my box sets over there. And then I got some actually out in the hallway here on the bookshelf. I got more box sets, but we got some arrows. All right, gonna finish this up. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.